Good morning. Thank you for joining me. It's May 10th, a Wednesday, and the day is sunny. I'm excited to share with you today's subject about happiness and how it's like trying to lose weight. So, being happy for some of us takes a little bit of work. And over time, the cynicism of living life, the stresses from family, friends, work, all of it can add up to unhappiness. But why is trying to be happy like losing weight? Because once you decide to be happy, there are so many things that promoted unhappiness, so many things that you had in your life from your less happy days that are contributing to what is unhappy for you now. Hey, Laura, thanks for joining me today. So, with regard to happiness, you can choose to be happy right now because every day you have a choice. But what is the truth about happiness? So, if you haven't been particularly happy in a certain area of your life up to this point in time, or if there is a pattern of unhappiness, understand that you have created a path in a particular way that makes it difficult to stay happy in more than just one area of your life. For example, I can decide to eat well and to try to lose that last 10 pounds today. So today, and we'll use yesterday as an example. Yesterday I ate great. I didn't eat any junk food. I rarely eat junk food, but this is an example. I ate very few sweets, and my diet consisted of meat and vegetables. And that's a pretty good diet, pretty standard. But this morning I looked down at myself and I said, oh, there's still that 10 pounds there. And I ate great yesterday, but where is that 10 pounds going to go? Why is it still there? When is it going to go? And I can go to the cupboard and open the doors and look for something good to eat, but because I just chose to eat well yesterday, I don't have good options in the cupboard. I've still got like chips and cookies, and I can go to the refrigerator and say, okay, I'm choosing to eat well. I want to eat meat and vegetables, and oh look, there's guacamole. Guacamole's not bad. I can't even come up with things that aren't good to eat because I don't have them in my refrigerator. But the truth is, if you make a choice today to be happy, you're going to open a cupboard in your mind, say an emotional situation is going to come up, and the history of the way that you responded in the past is still going to be there, even though you chose to be happy today. And what makes the difference between just choosing today's happiness and having a lifetime of happiness? It's the time part. So when I choose to eat right today, today is a great time to start, but understand that the choices that I made yesterday are going to create the food that's in the cupboard today. And the choices that I made last week show me what the choices were. When I open the cupboard and look and see I want something good, but oh, there's nothing good in the cupboard. So understand that if you want to be happy today, that is a great choice to make. And the cupboards in your emotions, in your thoughts, in the people around you are probably going to be stocked with things that don't promote happiness. And I want to encourage you, don't be discouraged. Don't turn back. Choose happiness every time. So when you open that cupboard, when you experience an emotion that is less than happiness, what if it's envy? What if it's jealousy? What if it's disappointment? In that moment, recognize what it is. So you've opened the cupboard, you're looking at disappointment, and you're saying, oh, I could choose to be disappointed. That's an easy choice because I've chosen that so many times before. But when you choose happiness, you can set aside that disappointment and and pull disappointment out of the cupboard, throw it in the trash, and replace it with happiness. Which means tomorrow, when you open the cupboard, you can choose happiness again, and it will be easier to choose happiness. When I'm trying to lose weight, if I go to the grocery store and I just buy a whole bunch of things that aren't healthy for me, and I come home and put them on the shelf, those are the options I have to choose when I'm my weakest. When am I weakest? When I'm hungry. So the best option is to do your shopping when you're not hungry. Choose the things that are good for you and make sure you stock your cupboards with things that you can be happy about. And when it comes to happiness, don't stock your cupboard when you're disappointed or when you're depressed or when you're unhappy. Stock your cupboard when you're happiness. And how do you do that? Choose 3 things to be grateful for and practice that on a daily basis. And when you practice that on a daily basis, you are replacing all those less than positive emotions, the actual wiring that you go through in your neurology, in your brain and your nervous system, that is the past of choosing unhappy emotions or like disappointment, frustration, and you can change that to a much more positive and a much more happy neurological functioning, which means every time your cupboard gets open and you're hungry, you get to choose happiness and the positive emotions of gratitude, caring for people. It's amazing. I encourage you. Choose happiness and choose it over a period of time, because that will make it easier to choose happiness more often and more frequently, which is more often. Funny. Until next time on Friday, think head wise, feel heart wise, move body wise, and stock your cupboards with happiness.